And it's hard to be strong. Cause baby knows I'm missing you now. And it's driving me crazy. Cause I'm needing my baby. I'm missing you now. Yeah. And we alone. Baby, cause I'm missing you now. I'm missing you now. And it's driving me leaving. Cause I'm needing my baby. I'm missing you now. You know, baby, cause I'm missing you now. Yeah. Needing you right here by my side is all that I can do. That's you texting me.
Who are you looking at?
Nothing, man.
Why? You got a problem?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Don't ever talk to me crazy. Ever again in your life.
Lady, get out of here. Shut up.
Cause I'll really beat you up. Oh God. Who's in the car with her? Who's in the car with her?
Who?
Ruby.
I don't know. Probably her daughter. I don't know.
Don't talk crazy to me, okay? Seriously, cut it out. I'm not the one. Or the two or the three. Did you miss me?
No, get out of here. Look at my face.
You need to miss me.
Oh, shit.
Damn, Rude, try not to be so fine next time, girl. Just turn it down a little bit.
Shit.
Bitch.
Turn up. Turn up.
That.
Turn up. Turn down for what?
Turn down for what?
Turn down for what?
Hey, let's get a selfie, sexies. Come on, Zoe, get your ass in here, Zoe.
She said no. She's like, we don't do selfies with mommy. Apparently we don't do selfies.
Zoe thinks she's too cool.
Hot. What's good, motherfuckers?
What's good?
Motherhood, sex, marijuana in the motherfucking building, bitch. All the way.
Always in the building.
Yes. Well. Anyway, you know me and my funny self.
Yes.
Anyway, well, we got a special guest in the building.
Indeed.
Indeed.
I'd like to
See
introduce
them smiley
this.
dimples in the middle?
Yeah.
Ain't that cute?
Yes. I'd like to introduce this little lady.
Go on now.
This little lady's name is Zoe Matthews, Zoe Joy Matthews, and I met Zoe about, was it 3 years ago or 2 years ago, Zoe?
It was 2.
2 years ago. So I met Zoe about 2 years ago, and she came to live with me and her father and Sela Bear, which is her little sister. And so it was kind of like when you meet somebody and you realize that they should have been a part of your life all the time, the whole time. That's kind of what I felt about Zoe and her sisters when I met them. So they came to live with us, and anywho, I'm going to save you all of the dramatics, but I do want everybody to know that Zoe is my daughter. She's my 15-year-old daughter, and the awesome thing about it is that I didn't have to go through the joy and the anguish of having her and carrying her. But now we just kind of like fast forward, and now I can have the benefits of what she comes with. And so she comes with a lot of things. She is an amazing individual, not just because she's my daughter, but because she's super helpful. She is my right-hand woman at the house. And I'm going to share something with you all. And it's because I'm very honest, and I put my experiences out there too. It wasn't always this lovely, okay? So Zoe and I had a falling out, and I think we had to have a falling out before we can come together and work together. Why? Because for one thing, Zoe's very strong-minded. Ooh, there's our technical difficulty for the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have to have at least one technical difficulty. Just
and there was just one.
Go on now.
And so Zoe and I, there was this one, it was around the holidays, and it was kind of where like my family was around, and we were around a bunch of family, and I didn't appreciate Zoe's tone, and it blew up to where I became it looked like I was going to be a monster. You know what I mean? I was pissed because my thought process was, how dare you have an attitude with me? And attitude with me is huge, and I'm sure you can say the same, Queen. It's everything. And so it's like, my thing with my children is, okay, I'm not going to just come up to you and start messing with you and start hitting you or yelling at you or whatever. No, that doesn't happen. So there's something that you must have done that got me upset. Now, if I don't have the best approach at the time, then, you know, I can work on that. But we have to address the fact that you're fucking up somewhere. That there's a problem, okay? So you're not going to help the issue by having an attitude on top of that. It's actually going to escalate the problem, and that's exactly what happened with Miss Matthews and I. And she just learned very quick where she stands with me. I think Zoe will tell you that I will love you as if you're my own child, which means that I will hold you accountable as if you're my child. And so I just wanted to throw that out there, because nothing's perfect and glossy and crispy all the time. There's some, you know, we've had to, she's also an Aries, so she's very strong-minded. She thinks she's right a lot. And so her dad and I have to sometimes remind her that she's not. But on the positive note, she is such a blessing. You know what I mean? Where can you get free babysitting? Where can you get somebody that will do your makeup for you? You know, so these are just some things. But we want to talk to Zoe a little bit and kind of dig into her mind and gain some perspective as a young woman blossoming into womanhood, because Zoe's 15 and she's going to be 16 next year. And so we have some questions for you, and we want you to ask us some questions from your point of view too. So I'm going to shut up and let Sister Kai take it.
Oh, I got to ask her a question?
Yeah, you can ask her whatever you want. You can add some input or whatever.
Oh, shit. All right. Now, I think the first question would be, you know, what's your take on just, you know, your social circle? Like, when I say what's your take, I mean, like, what do you think of people that you hang out with?
Well, mostly the people that I hang out with, the ones that I mostly hang out with are good influencers, but there's some other people that aren't as, you know,
as good as the other ones. But you hang out with both of them because...
Yeah. Well, some of them got my back, and I know they'll be there for me, and but yeah.
Okay.
Well, my point is by asking you that is I wanted to know if you actually, you know, take the minute to, you know, take a look at your environment. You know what I mean? It's very important as a young woman. I feel that you should definitely be aware of your surroundings, aware of the people that you hang out with and their capabilities and, you know, lack thereof. Because if let's say you're hanging around with somebody that's always getting in trouble, you don't want to be associated with that. So, you know what I mean? It's versus, you know, if somebody's always trying to do something good, you definitely, you know, it depends on, you know, what kind of good they're bringing to the table, you would want to hang out with them. So I was just trying to see if you actually, you know, take a minute to look around and, you know, check your environment, because it you know what I mean, the wrong people, if you're not thinking about it, the wrong people lead you to the wrong places. Just like you said, you have people in your life that, you know, might not be doing the right thing, and you know what I'm saying, and it's good that you know they're not doing the right thing, and you're not, you know, quick to jump on their bandwagon and just do what they do.
I see. Awesome. Yeah, I've met some of Zoe's friends. So we've also told them specifically if we felt some type of way. And it's not that it's like the children's fault necessarily. It's just that some children don't have any values simply because what? They aren't taught any.
Right.
And so it's like, well, we're going to have you seek out people that do have similar values because it's that much easier to maneuver because the stuff is already crazy. And there's no shortage of people to where you can't find friends that have your values. And so we do stress that. Zoe, I have a question for you. Along the lines of social, matters, such as Kai was talking about. How do you approach a young man that wants to date you or wants to be cheeky with you in any way? How do you usually handle that, knowing that you're not allowed to date right now?
Okay, so usually it happens online because, yeah. So, I'll just tell them. I don't feel that way about them. I can't deal with that right now.
Girl, give us the real. What are you telling these little boys? Okay.
Because, I don't want to be mean about it. So I just tell them, I'm not trying to do anything serious. I'm just trying to be friends. Let's keep it at that because I have other things to focus on.
You sure do.
I don't need to be focusing on that.
No. Right. No, you don't. And so this is something, we have these girl talks with the girls, right? And it's not like it's anything crazy or anything because they're young girls, but it's their time to tell me if they have a little crush on anybody or whatever, right? So we try to have these real conversations, and my thing to them after all is said and done is, hey, look, you're a human, you're going to find people attractive, whatever. But you're 13, you are 15. You do not need a relationship because people in relationships like to have sex. There's a reason why they're in a relationship. There's a reason why they court. There's a reason why people get married. There's a reason why they have kids and all that shit. So my thing to them, I just keep it real. Hey, honey, that's fine. You can think a boy is cute. There's nothing wrong with that. But no, you're not doing anything with him. Okay? So, and if you do, then you are going to get in trouble. Why? Because you are not to have a boyfriend right now. Right. Period.
Right. But now, so hold on.
Or a girlfriend.
Hey, that too. But no, I keep hitting the mic. Now that we talking about online, I'm kind of curious. What kind of things being sent to you in your DMs? So, I mean, is there things in your DM? Or
Pull it up. Let me read
one. No, pull out my DMs. No, I don't want to see your DMs. I don't want to see your DMs.
I'm just kidding. We do monitor her phone.
I damn sure do want to hear if you did things in your DMs.
No, I don't. I honestly don't, because I don't interact with those type of people, and I have limits to the people I talk to online.
Okay.
So I just talk to my really close friends online.
Okay.
Or just send streaks over Snapchat. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
That's what's up. So your online movements are private or are they public?
They're
private. Nice.
So I have a confession to make, speaking of this whole online shit and getting into DMs and whatnot. I understand what the DM game is. We all do, okay? For one thing, if you a little boy trying to get up in my daughter's DMs, expect to see some nudes from a grown-ass woman because... No, this is what pissed me off. So I have a 13-year-old. I'm going to put her on blast. My 13-year-old is a little more adventurous than Zoe is. So I was going through the phone and I was going through her Instagram and someone had asked her to send nudes. So he allegedly got some nudes, okay? So they weren't my daughters though.
No.
Okay? So I'm that type of parent that, you know what I mean? If the child isn't getting direction from some sort of adult or mentor or a parent in life, then when you're coming around here and you're coming around my children in my home, you're going to get schooled on some shit, okay? And if you're having communications with my kids and you are asking them for, and this is a true ass story, I'm not bullshitting. Wow. You're going to ask my kids to see her little vagina or her vulva or whatever, you're going to probably see mine, okay? Because I don't play that shit. And it's I'm so how the old are these motherfuckers? motherfuckers. Like, what are you gonna do with a 13-year-old set of breasts or whatever? It just drives me nuts. And I could be ranting right now, but this is real. You know what I mean? We're having to deal with shit like this. We're having to deal with predators, incest. We're having to deal with a lot of sexual offenses here, you know, and as someone has suffered from not only molestation as a child, also has suffered from a lot of things, I know that shit is real, and I don't play with that shit at all.
Man, let me
I know you don't either.
Girl, let me tell you something. My king was telling me a story about one of his sons that he had to unfriend him because he had a schlong on it, and it's like, bruh. And so that's why I even asked in the first place, because I'm thinking if grown men are sending dick pics, then there's little boys sending dick pics too. I mean, again, I know there was a whole grown man that sent me a collage of his dick pics. So it's like, if you took the time to make a collage, you feel me? You know, so
yeah, and you know
so
what?
I know it's happening, so that's why I figured I ask her, because if it's happening to grown women, child,
and
it's sure happening to the.
And don't get me wrong. Whatever I sent this little shit wasn't like me being like, oh well, look at me. No, it wasn't like that. You was seeing a big old hairy pussy is what you was seeing, and you know damn well that it was not that 13-year-old that you was trying to go to.
He was like, delete.
You're like, mama,
I didn't see this. I can't unsee this shit now. I can't unsee this shit now. Damn.
And you know what? You can give it to your daddy too. He might know what to do with it.
He might know what to do about what I'm saying.
I'm telling you, I'm just.
Watch yourself when you step into people's DMs is what I'm trying to say.
You don't know who's seeing those DMs, son.
Ooh, babe.
You will not know. Okay.
Babe.
So, anywho, on a more lighter note.
Yes, let's move on. Let's move on.
Hey, Zoe. So it's kind of a weird time. We're doing this whole work from home, school from home stuff. So I know that our family is not really a homeschool type of family. You know what I mean? Where we think that education is important. We know that. And we do educate y'all on things that we know the system doesn't cover, or the education in your school doesn't cover, such as keeping a positive account or positive number in your bank accounts, shit like that. So how has this transition to working or homeschooling and trying to teach yourself working out for you?
Okay, so it's really not that hard. I just gotta not be distracted with other things, because when I'm using the computer, of course there's other things that can distract me. But I just gotta tell myself, focus, make sure I'm getting stuff done before the due date.
Yes.
And yeah.
So what do you mean before the due date? Like,
so on our computer, our teachers on Google Classroom give us assigned due dates to get stuff done. So they'll be like, here's a homework that has to be done by Friday, and it's Monday. So we'll have all week to do it. So we don't have to rush, but we could take our time, but just stay focused.
Awesome. And I like when you do your homework early, because I figure, why the hell not?
Yeah.
Do it and be on with your business. Like, even if you're doing nothing or the rest of the day or just hanging out outside, you already have business covered. And my kids had a very strong lesson in that today. I went crazy because Zoe and I were running errands, and we expected them to do particular things at the house, and they thought I wasn't going to be home until much later, not getting to what I asked for, and I went crazy. Because it's a matter of respect, you know what I mean? It's not anything that's out of the ordinary. It's do your chores.
It's normal.
It's normal, okay?
Right.
So by you not doing the normal, it's like, what if I just fucked up at work, and I'm like, I don't have to work for anybody. I don't got to feed anybody. Yeah. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to amount to anything. Well, what kind of shit is that? Right. So no, I'm not going to accept that from my kids.
But wait a minute. Okay, so on the whole homeschool thing, so do you rather the homeschool, or did you like the whole interaction going to a building and seeing people on a daily basis?
So I would rather go to the building because, yeah, I get to see people, but also, like, it's easier to get help from your teachers, because online, when you send them a letter or an email saying you need help with this particular problem or something like that, it takes some time before they get back to you on that.
Or it could, right?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's true. That's true.
I see.
I asked because I know for my daughter, the 11-year-old, Lord, she is happy not to go back into a building, not to see nobody. She what? Go on a computer, click a couple buttons, and see y'all later. Yeah, I like that. I see. Yeah, no, I don't want to see y'all. I'm in my house. I'm comfortable. That's what I like. That's her whole shit. She don't give two hells about going back into a building. Me personally, shit, whether I'm in my house or in a building, am I getting a check? Is there direct deposit? Okay, then yes. I go wherever for the double D's. Yeah.
She's a smart woman.
Double D's. Okay. Cash app, double D's.
That's right.
Oh.
And then your little one sounds like she's...
Please, she just want to go back to daycare. She just want to be able to go back to run and be able to, rule over somebody other than her older sister.
Oh,
you feel me? That's all she want to be able to do is to go tell other people what to do besides her older sister.
That's awesome.
Really.
And speaking of Kai's daughters, we are going to be graced by the lovely Miss Africa.
The older one.
Yes.
This will be that moment will be a sarcastic yet, battle because her whole thing is, I'm grown. I'm grown. I said I'm grown. And I'll be just looking at her like, girl, I know it. Like, I was there when you was born. Wow.
These two are just a delight, and they are so funny. But yes, we're going to have Zoe's perspective and then Africa's perspective as well. So that's exciting. I'm looking forward to that as well. Zoe, do you have any questions for us, or should we keep asking you stuff?
Keep asking me stuff.
Okay, I'll ask you something.
Because she's like, yo, I'm not asking y'all nothing.
Zoe, the name of this podcast is called Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana. I think you know that. So I want to talk a little bit about cannabis. You know that Daddy and I love to smoke.
And so do I, in case
we didn't know.
I'm just saying, in case you wasn't aware that I am a whole chimney by myself. But go on now.
Yes. And so, Zoe, I know that people feel, people have their opinions. Some people think weed is bad and weed is good or whatever. What do you think about us smoking weed? What's your opinion about that?
Well, first of all, it's really none of my business.
Thank you. Oh, she passed the test. Yeah.
Let's be quiet and let her say that again. Go on, say that again, girl.
It's really none of my business because I'm a child.
Thank
they're adult. They're of age.
Thank you. That's number one.
Do their thing, and I know about it, so it's nothing new to me. Like, I hear it around school. I learn about it in classes. But yeah, it's not my business. I don't mind them doing it at all. I don't feel like I have a say at all. So yeah.
Well, good. What do you know about marijuana, period?
Well, I heard that it can be used for medical reasons. It helps people that,
Okay. It definitely can be.
It definitely helps people that might be sick and need the ingredients of marijuana to get better or feel better. Yes.
Absolutely.
Correct.
And what is it?
It's a plant.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all we need, honey.
It's a plant.
So there you have it. I
Godly.
think,
Anyway.
even my 4-year-old, she knows that Mama smokes, and I don't think there's no reason to put too much on it. You know what I mean? They just know that we do, and we're not going to be hiding it either. Because then you kind of make it look like there is something wrong with it.
Hello.
But you ain't smoking with me, so that's...
No. Can't
So
do
we're
that. No, you're going to have to smoke by yourself sometime when you get older, grown in your own life, in your own house, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
You know what I'm saying?
If you
That
even
in your
want
own
to.
house. Yeah.
So it might not be for you.
Yeah.
All right. You have anything else?
I mean, shit, I'm just glad, you know what I mean? Honestly, I just want to make one comment. Even though all of all of them except the ones that you actually gave, well, not even them. All of them look just like you. It's like, even though you ain't give birth to them, I swear to God, they all look like you.
That's a
like,
compliment.
Bruh.
That's a compliment.
It's like, bruh, I'll be like, yo, y'all match like a motherfucker. That ass, y'all match.
I appreciate that.
Y'all
you know
match.
what? Zoe's birth mother is a beautiful woman. She
I
gets,
can tell. I can tell
yeah,
that.
And then her dad is a handsome man. So I just happen to be a beautiful woman too, and I just happen to, But one thing I can say about these kids is, it might look like, I don't know what it looks like really, but what I can say is that our lives are more blessed that they're here than I think the other way around, for sure. Because they've taught me a lot, and they've taught me a lot of patience. And one thing I love about them is that they unconditionally love me, and that I cannot ever.
And that had to be,
repay.
you know what I'm saying, something. I mean, because again, they're not your kids. They came in, they love their father, and you know what I'm saying. So they had to, learn you, love you, you know what I'm saying, like you, whatever.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't, I'm not saying that none of them don't love you. I don't know nothing about that. What I'm saying is that they had to get to from that point from learning you to liking you. You know what I'm saying? To you know what I mean? So to giving you respect and all of that. So. You know what I mean? To get from that point to now in that amount of time that y'all been together is obviously it's definitely good for them. It's good for y'all. And honestly, from the outside, from somebody on the outside, like I said, I had to say it to myself, like, yo, if you told somebody that all of these came out your vajayjay, they would have to maybe true. You right. They look at these two damn near twins. Like seriously, the two that took when they was in the pictures with us, I was just like, God damn,
Zion and Zayla.
Them two is twins. They gotta be twins because they look exactly alike.
They do. They can all share clothes. That helps us save money. That's
too
damn
hard
sure. So Zoe, we love you. Thank you for coming, and thank you for being a part of this. And I don't drop the L bomb like that for nothing. I truly do love you, and I know you love me too, honey. And so I just want to let you know one more thing before you leave. You got to speak to the young women out there. I want you to give them some advice. Give them some advice on how they can love themselves more.
Right.
Well, it's not hard. You just gotta stop looking at other people and seeing how they are and how they're built and how they act, and focus on yourself and focus on how you can make yourself more proud of what you're doing and how you're acting, or if you need improvements, there's always improvements that you can make on your body and on your face. I mean, in the way you act.
That's most important, really. Your character. Yeah. What's your character like? What you about? One thing I told my daughters is, yeah, you pretty, and so what? Yeah. You mess up, you lose those looks, what the fuck else you got to offer the world? You know what I mean? We see some people we see some people, dead ass, that are just famous because they look good. That's fine, honey. No one's hating on your shine. But what more can you bring? What can you have up? What do you have up here? And what do you got up here? And so I'm proud that you actually pretty on the inside, because on the outside it's obsolete after you know. But anyway, thank you.
And loving yourself is important. So
absolutely.
And the fact is, that's one of the things that we definitely want to make sure and promote on this show. Self-love, you know what I'm saying? Body positivity, you know what I mean? Yes. Thinking of self-esteem, thinking of yourself as a good person, good enough, not trying to freaking compare yourself to this one and that one, especially if we live in a society where fake is being glorified. Pulled up. Yeah, glorified more than real. Definitely be all about, self-care, self-love, and improving yourself and thinking of yourself on the highest level.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yes, queen.
Well
said.
All day.
Well said, both of you.
All day.
All right, Zoe, thank you so much. We're going to get our new guest over here so we can finally smoke some weed.
Yeah.
Zoe's 15, so she need to go.
We're going to yell Zoe out for now. Africa. We yelling. We're trying to get the other one to get here.
This is real life. This is how we do.
It's your turn.
Hey, stop screaming. Yeah.
See, this is the fuck
Thank
shit
you,
we're gonna
honey.
have to deal with. This is
Oh,
the
I
fuck
stopped
shit.
it.
Oh, you did?
I should
'Cause
keep it
was gonna
going.
say, oh, mine's all right. It's all right, because
Yeah.
mine's is still going. It's
Okay.
all right. It's all right. Have a seat, lady.
Oh, shut up.
Lord. See, this is the fuckery hour. Just I'm gonna let you know this is the fuckery hour.
Welcome, Miss Africa.
Miss Africa in the building.
Miss
Okay.
Africa in the motherfucking building,
She
y'all.
just came from New York, so she feeling herself. She feeling herself.
I came from the hood.
You know what I'm saying? She feeling herself.
Came from the hood.
I can't. So, what's good, my child, my first child?
Your grown child.
Yes, the grown one who keeps reminding me she grown.
I have to keep
So.
reminding your baby daddy because he get my nerves.
Oh, well, no, see, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You went to New York to go hang out with your baby daddy. Well,
Your
my
baby
baby daddy, I
daddy.
should say. She ain't got no baby daddy.
Period.
Hell no. We not doing that. Anyway, so.
Welcome, beautiful queen.
What's
I
going
love
on?
her hair. I love
Okay,
everything about Africa.
22,
She's sassy,
Smokes weed.
independent.
You know what I'm saying?
Very independent, very much
Independent.
vibes.
You know what I'm
Body
saying?
out of control. Y'all better stay away from her if you ain't coming right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
You know
all
what
she
I'm
does
saying?
is party and bullshit. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying? She not down with the swirl. Please be very, very African scented if you coming around here. Okay, we don't do hashtag no swirls, okay? And I'm not including Puerto Ricans or Dominicans because
Y'all are black.
Y'all are black.
Y'all
Y'all Puerto Ricans,
Y'all are
Dominicans,
BLACK.
okay, y'all are
That's
black.
sexy.
You know what I'm saying? But we going Irish, Italian.
If you belong to
You
the
know what I'm
mountains
saying?
of Caucasians,
If you belong to
No
any
gracias.
level of Caucasian, we don't be very, very African scented if you coming around here. Okay, we don't do hashtag no swirls, okay? And I'm not including Puerto Ricans or Dominicans because
y'all are black.
Y'all are black. Y'all Puerto Ricans, Dominicans,
BLACK.
okay, y'all are
That's
black.
sexy.
You know what I'm saying? But we going Irish, Italian.
If you belong to
You
the
know what I'm
mountains
saying?
of Caucasian,
If you belong to
No
any
gracias.
level of Caucasian, we don't do them things there. We don't do them things there.
You better be like a, what is it called, an albino.
You got to be chocolate, man. You got to come with the chocolate. Go ahead with that foxy, man. We don't got time for that. We don't got time for that.
Welcome to our show, Africa.
Marijuana in the building.
Thank you so much for joining us. I think it's important to get perspective from our children. We have a treat being that Africa is a woman and all in her own, and she also is a daughter to a very strong woman as well. So we have some questions for you, beautiful woman. My first question is, what's it like to date a hottie like you? Like, if you know what I mean, what's it like? Break it down. How should somebody come up to you if they're trying to talk?
To say if she got a boyfriend or not. Let's
I
talk
don't have
about
no
it.
damn boyfriend.
No boyfriend.
You always steady thinking somebody
I'm
got a
not in
boyfriend.
your business. Go on, talk.
Come on, now.
Go on, talk, man.
Anyway,
What the fuck?
so am I answering how they approach me or what?
How,
Yeah.
like, what does it take, like, for somebody to even get a shot with you, take you on a date, for example?
You need to have straight teeth.
Okay.
They need to be clean. You need to shower every day. You need to be over 5'10". And you need to have some sort of reliable transportation.
Okay. These are her preferences. Okay.
I ain't mad with the first couple ones. Take a shower, clean teeth. I mean, shut the fuck
Hey,
up.
I mean,
Why you left your house? You ain't clean? Why you left your house?
You know, a lot of people will probably be like, oh, dudes not shower, but listen, I've literally had more than one male tell me that he does not shower every single day.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes, I'm dead.
then he ain't trying to get his dick sucked every single day, it sounds like.
So, guys, male, female, whatever your preference is, he, she, him, they, whatever, shower.
Wash your ass.
Shower. Also,
Every crevice.
Also, if you need a tip, Dr. Bronner's, Walmart sells them, Target sells them, Amazon sells them. Get you some.
Dr. Bonners.
Dr. Bronner's.
Oh, Renee.
BRONNERS. They come in
Whoa.
peppermint, eucalyptus, lavender, girl, to yourself, leave it minty.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. I like it. And what about the mental? What kind of mental stimulation do you need from this said prospect?
Well, me personally, my first like 3 main questions I kind of ask to kind of see how ignorant you are is, how do you feel about the gay community? How do you feel?
Good question.
Oh, how do you feel about the gay community? If you ever hit a female.
Good question.
How do you feel about abortion? Like, women's rights. And then what is the last question? Oh, I just like to ask this because, a lot of people do all types of drugs. So I just ask if you think drug addiction is an addiction or a disease. That's really it. Because, that answer I really don't, go based off of anything with that. I just like to ask it, But as far as the other ones, it kind of shows whether you're.
Word. That's definitely his character trait
Smart.
telling. Oh,
I'm gonna
hell
have to
yeah.
use those.
Oh, hell yeah. Because if you say you ever hit a woman, it's like, yeah, I hit her, but I ain't really mean. Oh, word.
I've had a couple answers and they're like, yeah, I knock a bitch out. I'm like,
oh, okay.
Sir, take me home.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
I'm not fucking with you. I'm not fucking with
I
you.
appreciate him for being honest, because then you didn't waste your time.
But I'm like, sweetie, you ain't gonna hit this one over here. Because you hit me, I'm gonna hit
You will die.
We're gonna have a problem.
Because now that I know her, you will die, because her mom's already gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you again.
you're gonna have a problem, You're gonna have a problem,
and that's
man.
real shit too.
I don't know where something is gonna happen to you. You're gonna fall. I don't know. You're gonna fall somewhere. You're gonna fall somewhere. I don't know.
Africa, what would you do if money was no option? You just do it, what would you do?
Like myself?
With yourself and your time, if you didn't have to work, if you didn't have to worry about shit.
I would teach myself a lot of stuff. Actually, I'm in the process of sign language, which could have came in such handy today because I had a deaf person, and I was only able to do so much because I know thank you all done and more and stuff. I'm working with kids, but it definitely came in handy today. But I'm just starting. I'm learning my age.
Okay.
I would learn a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of shit.
See, that says a lot about you, Africa, and I want to point this out. Don't take any disrespect. Africa's a bad bitch. And that's why she said what she said. She has preferences, yes. If you're trying to date her, these are things that she would like for you to have. That's her business. But when she's saying stuff like, I would like to learn sign language because it would help me with that, those are types of things that let you know the depth of her mind. And we have fun on here. We're going to talk shit. We're going to talk shit about people that we think are stupid. But at the same time, this girl is for real. She's not just some bimbo that you're going to come over here, going to try to bring your stinky little dick over here and try to get it, whatever. And I like that, and I want my daughters to have that same attitude. Your sassiness is your sassiness. Get it, queen.
And honestly, a lot of dudes don't really like my stuff.
They don't know what to do with it.
No, I'm too aggressive. New Yorkers are aggressive.
I mean, the fact is that I think New York men would understand it versus.
No, definitely. They was loving me out there in the hood. Out here, they be like, oh.
Yeah, you're too much for them. You're too much flavor because they're bland.
Mm-hmm. That's like you do. Like me. I love the people who love men too. I'm just like, if you like men, you can't be talking to me.
You can't be talking to me.
Unless you're trying to tell me I look cute in this dress. That's about it.
Now, I want to ask you a question because plenty of times I've talked about, what your time in high school was like. As far as I went to different high schools. Right? How, how white people treated you here, just your experience, teachers here, just, your educational experience here versus what you had in New York. Talk about that.
Well, I mean, I've had Hispanic teachers, Black teachers, African. I had a Jamaican teacher in Johnson, so it's like, but at the end of the day, even my middle school principal, because my elementary school principal, he was Black, Mr. Gold, and then Miss Rosenberry was our principal for middle school. And that lady, you know what I'm saying? She only came out of her office when people came to visit, so she really ain't doing her job, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But she still it was never it was never like, oh, I'm gonna treat you better because you like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna treat you better because you really like me. Like she talks to everybody, anybody, however, whatever, however you talk to her, she could talk right back to you. Nice Caucasian voice. Okay, and that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? But when I came to Washington, you know what I'm saying? I had to, kind of tone it down. Because, first of all, people in general out here take my tone a little aggressive. Plus, I'm a black girl, so I already presume aggressive and attitude and all this extra stuff. So,
It
really is.
And especially, I've had occasional one or two white folks who try to come at me crazy. Kind of like, I had an art teacher when I went to Jackson High School sophomore year. I was the only black girl in the class, only one sitting at the table. White girl from all the way across mind y'all. Everybody been to art. Art really is just a big issue.
Yeah.
So people be sitting like 10 feet across from me.
Yep.
Oh, girls 10 feet across from me. She missing her phone. Teacher gonna come up to me. She's from like the UK or something like that. So she came over to me like, oh, Africa, where's her phone? I'm like, I don't know. The fuck? I know where my phone is.
What is that?
Exactly.
I don't know where the fuck her phone is. And she was like, okay, well, her phone was
for.
over here. And I was like, okay, and now it's not. So you need to figure it out and help this out because I don't know what you're talking about. And me, I just aggravated already because I didn't even like art. I'm not a creative. I was just like, this is my key. I got myself together and I just walked out. She ain't call my mother or nothing like that because it's like, girl, but you can call her and tell her that you try to accuse a black child for stealing the bitch phone.
Wrongly,
the fuck out of here. You ain't got no video, no fucking audio, bitch. You ain't traced the phone to find it on her person, bitch.
Mind you, they ended up finding the phone because the boys were playing a joke on her, so the boys behind her had her phone.
And the point is, she did not. Shame on you.
Okay.
I like that you stand up for yourself, Africa. I really do. And she's right. Even I had to tone it down too. And I don't think that I'm that loud at all. I mean, if I laugh, maybe I'm loud or whatever. But there's a lot of passive aggressiveness that I've seen out here. I don't know what's up with that. There's a different type of racism out here. And I respect the motherfuckers that are just like straight up, I don't fuck with you. It's like, okay, see you later because I don't fuck with you either. So, anywho, I want to say that. So please, big us for that. Don't tone your shine down either.
I can't.
And for those who are on the East Coast or the South, listen, or especially I can't say for the East Coast, listen. We all niggas. Okay, we all. That's how we just treat each other. We all treat each other. I'm from the East Coast. So it's a whole different tone. Come from like being very diverse, and then you see the people very you kind of put everybody kind of put in the category. Just remember, don't lose yourself. You loud, you ratchet,
and definitely don't tone yourself.
And if they don't like it, then
which is what they do. And my thing is this: tone down for fucking what? Tone down for because with me, it took me a long time to love myself. It took me a long time to love myself, understand myself, and really just be able to call myself out on some shit. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I am I'll say it proudly, I am quite ghetto. Very, very ghetto. And very hood, very loud, very sarcastic. And when the moment comes, when I am tested, best believe I bring it all the fucking way through, even out here. Because at the end of the day, it's about respect. It's about no. Why should I tone down myself to make you comfortable? Fuck out of here. You stepped in my lane to make me uncomfortable with your fuck shit ass, with your fuck shit ways. And I'm minding my business. Slow your road. No.
She's not wrong at all.
No.
I did, and then when I did tone myself, it was compromising myself, turning down, and I don't do that very much anymore. But I have, I noticed that I have. But she's right. Tone down for what?
For what?
Shout out Little John. for that jam. Anyways, tangent. Africa, what are some things that you admire about your mommy?
Oh Lord, she gotta say something nice about me. See, and she don't really want to. I'm gonna just let her go ahead.
My mother is, I would say,
I wish a motherfucker would.
Like the kitchen cabinet. Like the kitchen cabinet. Like, nigga, what? What did you say?
You know, there's a story that I feel like I always tell my friends because it was really the most embarrassing, the most funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. There was one time we were sitting on the train, and this actually 2 times. One time we was on the train, and this lady, this big ass lady, she tried to claim like she ain't seen me, okay? And almost sat on me. And I literally put my foot up, and then she tried to say something, and my mother was like, bitch, you almost sat on me. And just started to go off. And I was just sitting there like, I was like, you almost sat on me.
Because, nah.
So, you know, and then, you know, the second time, which I think is the most funniest, is we was in McDonald's off the, I don't know where we was, but we was in McDonald's, and this crackhead, she was coughing on everybody. She was coughing. And I was pregnant. And it was before,
and I was pregnant with a goddess.
And it was literally before school. My mother was literally like, she was taking me to the bus stop so I can go to school. And we was in McDonald's waiting for our food, and this crackhead was walking around coughing on the kids. Like, the kids are already there, the teenagers, whoever, she's coughing on them. And my mother was like, is this coughing on them? So we literally moved twice. She would come over to us, we moved. Come over, we moved. She got like this close to me and said, I'm gonna bitch, and just almost super T. I had to grab her. I'm like, hey.
And I'm pregnant. And I'm pregnant too, so I can't even be swinging on no bitch. But the fact is that this bitch, because she was in there begging. I remember that day. She was in there begging, and anybody that didn't give her nothing was, you know what I'm saying? And the fact is, you asking kids, so kids ain't giving you shit. They in there with their little lunch money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They not giving you no money. Fuck out of here. You a whole crackhead. So no, we not giving you no money. Like, and then I'm standing there and I'm just like, nah, bitch, you's not about to come over here. And especially like she said, I moved to avoid this house. And the bitch decided to roam this section, like and I was like, nah,
and
fam.
And I heard from the corner of my eye, so I moved, and I was like, mommy. And then she was like, bitch, like, you got calling my daughter? I was like, oh.
That is
and then I just see she had hot tea in her hand, okay? She had hot ass water. And I'm like, listen, I know it's $1, but you just paid for this. I gotta be in school in like 15 minutes. You don't got time for this. Plus, you a crackhead. Like,
plus, I'm pregnant.
You know, so I had to hold the tea. Like,
there's no reason for me to do anything. But the fact is, again, that's
she was asking for it, dude. She has to get checked.
Where you know what I'm saying, where your mother instincts kick in, and you're like, nah, you're not about to do that in front. No,
right.
You're not, and especially, and in that situation, again, I moved twice to avoid her home.
I'm surprised you even did that.
Because I was pregnant.
Oh, again, yeah. And you're probably not trying to mess with someone who's transient and then the whole cough, crazy.
Exactly, the whole cough. You know what I'm saying? And then at my pregnancy with Anaya was health-wise was a serious kind of thing, like throughout the whole pregnancy. So health-wise, I had to watch my health on a regular basis.
Absolutely.
I could not. I got it, yeah. I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I had to watch my shit on a regular basis, so there wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't like no 4 months pregnant, no 5. I was well out there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like ready to pop type shit.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to pop.
It's that serious, folks. If you never had a child, you probably will never know the severity. But at the same time,
it was like, come on, no, you're not about to. I'm not about to let you do whatever you want.
Absolutely
no.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
She didn't even blink. She just turned.
Because come the fuck on. Because come the entire fuck on. You know what I mean? And I've told you about stories where when I took her trick or treating, and motherfuckers would ask me, "What you dressed as?" Her bodyguard, nigga. Her bodyguard, nigga. The fuck you talking about? You touch her, see if you might not fall. I mean, you might fall or something. I don't know what's gonna happen.
You know, and even there's a couple times I was
I'm trying trying to warn you, don't touch
and
my
they try to,
child. Like, I ain't fucking with you.
And they be
That's
sitting
one of
there
the main
trying
things
not
with
to
me.
get my candy, and I be
Like,
like,
don't
yo,
fuck with me. Like, I'm not
Very
fucking with you.
protective. Kai is very protective.
and my mother would dead ass be like, yo, give my daughter some candy while putting her hand in the bin and just taking it. And I'd be like, well, I got my candy, so trick or treat.
Because, I mean, at least a good amount of the times I took her trick-or-treating, it would be after work. You know what I'm saying? It would be, I'd pick her up from, where, and it'd be after work. So, hello, I'm already tired. We walking down streets, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to, make sure she has her good time. So I'm like, you know what I mean? And I'm not hearing nobody going, oh, one piece of, yo, get some fucking candy, bro. What the fuck is your problem, bro? You just gave up Isn't that what you doing? Isn't that Halloween, nigga? Stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's the main thing about being a mom. Whoa, what happened?
What happened there?
I don't even know. But that's the main thing about being a mom. I think a good mom always protects their children. My mom, Marissa Harper, don't play.
That lady's crazy.
Oh, she never played with nobody, and nobody don't play with her. So it just makes sense for me to have that, and for me to pass that down to her. Absolutely. Whenever she has kids. You know what I mean? Thank God she don't got none now.
I already see it in her now. Well, Africa, one thing I love about Africa as well, and this is something my Zoe does too, is they help me raise the little ones, and she helps her mama too. So there's something about that.
Yeah,
you have to establish a legacy of protection. Where I've seen her, I wish a motherfucker would towards her mom. You have to deal with her and me as well. So it's like that protection, that knowing that you're safe is priceless. Not everybody has that. Mm-hmm. You see, and because she has that faith in her mom, she knows she's always protected. Mm-hmm. And as just a friend of the family, I just see it. Like, and even a stranger could probably see that shit. And
that's how it should be.
I
with
love
your
that.
Kids, though.
Big
that's
up, my queen.
That's how it should be with your kids. All right, so now if we talk about what you like about me, what you don't like.
So you get on my nerves.
I get on her nerves.
So what I mostly didn't like when I was younger, my mother didn't she didn't want to talk to me. She would rather sit here and yell at me, about certain things. And I'd be like, girl, yelling at me. I'm gonna keep mumbling. Too. I'm gonna keep mumbling. I'm gonna have an attitude. So what's wrong with you? And it's just and what I mean by that is she was, when I was getting in trouble, it's she would yell at me. Of course, I'd be lying about some little shit when I was a kid. But still, it's she would be yelling. I'd be like, bro, but she was lying. For real. She was lying on me sometimes. I'd be like, bro, I didn't even do all that. I did that, but I didn't do all that though. You know what I'm saying? She exaggerating the whole story. I'm just saying.
I've done that too.
But, and then another thing, she didn't necessarily trust me. So it's just, and plus, I was the only child for 12 years. That's something everybody else got to understand. I was the only child for a very long time. So on top of that, when you have a firstborn, I think it's just natural to kind of just, you do whatever with them, because they're going to figure it out anyways. And I figured it out, so I don't really care. But it's just you got to trust the kid, because the kid know what she's doing. Okay.
Yes, I know. The kid know what she doing now. Yeah.
No, I didn't know what I was doing.
You been
But,
cool.
the guidance, aspect of it, you talk to the kid. Don't be yelling at the kid.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
That's true. I do a lot of yelling. I damn sure do a lot of yelling. Still do a lot of fucking yelling.
Very true.
You know what I mean? I get loud
and
like a motherfucker.
I had to choose, I feel like all kids are sneaky, but, I had to be a little extra sneaky because, she always in my business. You know what I'm saying? And she just, instead of asking me about it, trying to talk to me about it, she just trying to go find out for herself. And I'd be like, bro, you just ask me, we have a conversation about it. But then it's I know in the back of my mind, it's she asked me something, when we gonna talk, she was yelling this shit. So I'm just all right, fuck it. Let you do your thing, bro.
And that's the wisdom in letting them do their thing.
I'm just saying.
Because we're not perfect. Karen,
I'm not. I've fucked up plenty of times.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to be a better person. I most certainly am trying to be better.
Amen.
You definitely have calmed down my little sister.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I've tried.
All the ass whooping.
Child, you did some crazy shit, yo. I mean, for real. Yo, first of all, this chick was in kindergarten. I'm talking about, I got a call from the teacher teacher telling me, oh, she spit on this boy because the teacher kept putting her in the front of the line all the time, and then all of a sudden she put this boy in the front,
yeah, I remember that.
and she didn't want him to be in the front. She wanted to be in the front, and she literally spit on him. To get him away from the front of the line, and she called me, when she called me, she was tight as fuck, I swear to God. The way she was tight, she was saying like she wanted to beat Africa herself. She was like, I can't believe she just hopped and spit on him. I was like, oh hell no.
I was alive.
She did what?
That boy knew that.
I said, oh goddamn.
And the funny thing
and I'm sitting at work like, oh
goddamn.
goddamn.
The teacher wanted to take out the part where he was being disrespectful to me, trying to stick his tongue out because he was in front of me, and I'm like, oh,
But bruh.
you think this is a joke?
But bruh.
Alright.
He was in kindergarten and
there's
spit
multiple
on him.
sides.
And I was just like, damn. And she was tight as a motherfucker. Like, the way she was tight, I was just like, damn, I gotta get tight just because you tight as fuck. You are tight. Like, you want to grab her and hurt her your damn self. But, I mean, of course, and I remember that teacher. That teacher was cool because she actually became a principal and everything. But it was just so funny that was one of the first serious calls I got about this one. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, wait, what you mean she spit on him? Why? And she was like, yeah, because she wanted to be in front of the line. I said, what you mean? What's going on in the front of the line? Like, what's happening at the front of the line that she had to be at the front of the line?
All the hoes had to follow behind me.
Oh
That's it.
God, it's so funny.
And he wasn't trying to follow me. So,
See?
There's multiple sides to the story. Kids don't just usually do things out of anything.
Like I said, that shit was crazy.
That's funny.
I laughed, but at the same time, I was tight because I was just like, I can't. What the fuck you mean? You just.
That's funny.
Why?
That was some funny shit. All right, Africa. I have a question regarding weed. I know you're a smoker. You tend to like indicas or sativas. Talk to us.
I got a lot of energy. My body. Yeah, I got voted.
Word?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
And that's interesting because how is your take on indicas?
I be going.
Oh, okay, interesting. So it just tends to knock you out. And what are your mom has definitely made it clear that y'all don't smoke together, which we totally understand. What is your take on that?
I just I mean, of course, I'm grown, but I just I know a lot of I have friends who smoke with their mama, like smoke with their mama, like pass it back and forth, have regular conversation like it's nothing. It's just like I just feel like she know and I know she been smoking all my life. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's weird.
So you know what, I like that because there's people out there that have your same perspective, and the fact of the matter is, it's your perspective, it's your parenting skills, it's your values. But what I love is that you know what your values are at that point. I have mentioned that I smoke with my 16-year-old son, but I have not smoked with him lately because he's been acting out and he doesn't deserve that privilege. Now, I would actually hope that my kids don't ever smoke, and I'll tell you why. Number one, it's expensive. If you're not growing the shit yourself and it's not like readily available that way. And number two, I would prefer if I didn't have to smoke weed either. But I'm very forthright in saying that I enjoy my herb and I'm unapologetic about that. But yeah, I would rather not doing anything. You know what I mean? So anywho, it's not so much a matter of that. Now, as far as anything else other than weed, there's no question, indeed, even when it comes to prescription drugs, that I'm not going to want my kids to fuck with it. And so, anywho, that's all I wanted to ask regarding that, regarding the weed situation. Do you ever buy weed for mom? For mom, I mean.
Okay.
No, I always got. She always got. I mean, like I said, the one time me and her was at the weed store at the same time. That's how the guys at the local root store, they actually that's how they even knew that me and her was related and shit.
Okay.
They were so surprised. They're like, "That's your mama." I'm like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then of course we talked about North Philly and how North Philly is not going to work.
The swirl? Oh, the wannabe swirl?
Oh yes. He loves this one here, for real. And it's like
anytime I go up in there.
Well, honey, you're gorgeous. Come on now. And you know what? She's beautiful on the inside as well. You know, you can tell when someone has a soul.
Yeah.
She's not just, she's beautiful on the inside as well. And that's always matters to me. So thank you, Africa, for your time.
Oh, that's it,
We are so blessed today.
I mean,
I feel like she got way more questions.
Well, hey.
Well, what happens when you? Well, wait a minute. And so you want to talk about?
I was like, Shorty over here sitting on herself.
I just
Yeah.
Well, I was over here sitting on herself, baby. I was like, I would never want to.
I mean, but she ain't really say nothing. She ain't really say nothing. She just said,
But
she
in a
said that
way,
she gets DMs.
See, Africa knows
She gets
too,
DMs,
right?
but she don't get it. But they
The fact that even she shouldn't have even gone there, you know what I'm saying? If it was really rap tight. I don't need to know about now you're gonna have me being a monitor, you know what I'm saying? Andre
I'll be sitting there like, I don't get no DMs from nobody. I talk to my friends all day, every day.
What's the DM again?
I don't even know what that means.
No, my Instagram doesn't even have that feature. No,
I don't know what that
Instagram said I couldn't even have that.
Instagram
said I was too young.
You know
for
what?
that.
I do have more questions. How comfortable are y'all talking about sex?
Never.
We don't talk
Okay.
about sex.
All right. See, that's why I was like trying to
We don't talk about sex. I mean,
Never.
first of all, I don't even know. I mean, and I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with the fact that I don't know what her love life is like, if it exists or not. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be honest and tell you that one time I looked in your bag, I did see condoms in there, and I appreciate
Yeah, I
that
got
there
that
are
from the Planned
condoms.
Parenthood.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It's a good thing that she's very serious about that. But I don't need to know who she's fucking. Honestly, I don't. I really don't. It ain't none of my business unless he becomes important. I really don't need to know.
Smart girl, a smart woman. Excuse me, she ain't a girl. She's a woman. She's a little lady.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. Honestly, as long as until he becomes important, I don't need to know him.
I love
I
it.
show up and be like, she'll really be like, oh, you
know
know.
what I'm saying?
Other than that, I've been a virgin since I was 16.
Oh,
there you have it.
There you go.
Africa, we really appreciate your time. I know I do. Of course, your mom does. I mean, you're a shining star, little lady, and don't ever stop.
Why am I pop your collar?
I'm
You pop your collar, girl. Child, get out of here.
Hating.
I don't be hating. I don't got time for this foolishness. She crazy. Shoot. Move on.
Sweetheart.
Bye. Get booty out of here.
That was so fun. I love it.
That damn sure was fun. Some real shit. That damn sure was fun.
It's so fun being a mom. Like, I didn't think I could have kids for a minute. Why? Because your girl was having lots of unprotected sex. I was praying to God that I would get pregnant, even if it was someone I didn't care about, because I was like that needy, and I was that. It was wrong though. It was wrong of me to be like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't the time, and it was in God's ultimate wisdom that He was like, "No, wait, hold up, don't worry about kids right now. Get your little partying on. Be your little, I had to get my promiscuity out. You know what I mean? I had to get all of that bullshit out to where you're not gonna find me up in the club unless I'm working in there, unless I'm there at an event where I'm making money off of that. But ain't nobody looking for love in the club over here. I can assure you, and that goes for my sister Kai too. I already know.
Yo, on some real shit, it took me a long time to have sex. Definitely, like once I wanted a child, it took a long time to have a child, and even, you know what I mean. So And then once I have them, it was just like, oh, okay, cool. And then, and literally, the third one was kind of a surprise. So once I had it, I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna stop right here. Yeah. But
and she has.
Lord knows that I don't regret not 1 minute of it. Every minute of it taught me, you know what I mean, it taught me how to be the person who I am today. It taught me how to be responsible for mine. It taught me to care for more than myself, and to want to see everything around me succeed more than myself. Like that, like their success is more than my success, way more.
And she means
way
that.
more important. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I want all my daughters to know is that I love them. And no matter what I may have done wrong or what I've done right, I did it with intention, trying to raise them up as great women. So I fucked up my bad. Right. Just know that. You know what I mean? I'm definitely regular motherfucker.
Shit, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't.
Right.
She doesn't really remember the first time we met because we met at a party. We met at a homegirls party.
Hell yeah, shit! I remember that.
We were
party.
both faded.
That fucking party was a faded party.
Man, we were fucked up. I don't drink that much, and I drank a lot because
I didn't
we had
drink that much, but
yeah. Well,
Joe kept rolling.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Joe and Reed. We love y'all.
Oh
y'all
God.
throw some parties, y'all.
Yo, I called Joe to this day. I called Joe little motherfucking Snoop because I literally, it's the first time in a long time that I was smoking so much that I sat down. It was I'm gonna sit down.
Yeah.
And Joe was like, yo, you not part of the cipher? I was like, nah, I need to sit down for a minute.
Man, yeah.
No, you don't understand. I'm fucked up.
They had the bomb. They always have the bombest food.
Sick.
Yes.
The food was sick, and the
African
food. The first time I ever had African food, really, and it was sick.
They had like
and the smoke was sick. Liquor was sick too. His fucking liquor.
They don't fuck around.
Shit, I was.
They don't fuck around.
Child.
And so we met at this party, and we show up. We had just gotten like pulled over by the cops. Like it could have turned into a bad altercation. So by the time we got, me and my partner got to this party, we were like, hey, we're letting loose, right? And that is something that doesn't drink that much, but I was down in everything.
Right.
But one thing I remember about meeting Kai, back to what, why I brought this up, is I knew she was a mother that was an actual mother that gave a fuck. Because when I was like, I think I said something basic like, well, what do you do? And she goes, I do whatever the fuck it is to take care of my daughters. And that's period. And nothing ever stopped. Nothing ever changed. Never doesn't change.
To this day. To this motherfucking day.
So I'll tell you that.
Whatever I need to do to get the direct deposit in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't say that to say I'm doing some hoe shit. Or, you know what I'm saying, illegal shit. Or just just reckless shit just to get a dollar. No, never motherfucking that. No. Let's let the record be straight, motherfuckers. Exactly. What I'm talking about is that I will bust my ass on a regular basis when I am unemployed. I will do it. If I gotta go to fucking 4 interviews and they in fucking 4 different parts of town, one downtown, one in Bellevue, one in Kirkland, one in motherfucking Redmond or whatever, I will be on the bus like, yes, it's swiping and getting to the motherfucking interview. You damn right. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta fucking show up at the fucking welfare office to fucking give food stamps, yeah, I'll be there at 8:00 when the motherfucking door opens. What? No, because at the end of the day, it's about making sure that everybody here is good. That's the name of the game. Yes, that's the name of the motherfucking game. And I'm thankful that at this point I have a direct deposit, a nice direct deposit. Thank you, God, for my direct deposit. You know what I'm saying? And it's helping me take care of shit. But on some real shit, no. I'm not sitting around thinking that I'm comfortable. I'm still out there trying to find the next 9 to 5 that's gonna pay me more than that what I'm getting paid right now, because at the end of the day I recognize that I need more than what I'm getting right now. And yeah, I got all kind of side hustles. I got my books, I got my blogs, I got you know what I'm saying, I'm doing this. And if any one of these motherfuckers pop off, I will dead ass say deuces to a motherfucking 9 to 5, just to take care of whatever the fuck is gonna pay me more than what the fuck I'm getting now. Because again, the name of the game is to make sure I'm taking care of my household. I'm not talking about just taking care of me. I'm not talking about me getting money to go shopping and buy clothes and buy makeup. I'm talking about getting money to make sure the fucking fridge is full as fuck, so niggas is in there looking at me like, I don't know what to eat. Nigga, eat whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Eat whatever. Eat whatever, because we got it. You know what I'm saying? You need a new pair of shoes? Boom, we gonna get you a new pair of shoes. You need new clothes? We gonna get you new clothes.
And we're gonna show you how to get it for yourselves too.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
I love that, Mom.
Fuck that. You know what I mean?
I love that.
That's it. You know what I mean? So that's literally what it's about. I mean, I don't got time. You know what I mean? And I ain't judging the chick that's doing the strange for the piece of change. Whatever I mean, if that's what you feel that you gotta do,
honey.
get your money, boo. I just know I can't do it. I can't do it, and how I am doing it is the only way I can do it, literally. So my point is, figure out however you gotta do it and do it, but take care of yours. You know what I'm saying? Don't let a motherfucker be outside talking about you ain't taking care of yours. No, nigga, that's the one thing you'll never say about me.
No.
Never.
You'll
never have YouTube videos or receipts on that motherfucker. You'll always have receipts that I'm taking care of mine. Straight like that. Straight like that. You'll always have YouTube receipts that I'm taking care of mine.
And shout out to your business, my queen. One of the things I remember as well, she told me she was a writer. I found that very intriguing. Her mind is a nonstop vessel of just ongoing. And this is just me just sharing it. You know what I mean? Anybody who knows you personally can vouch for the same shit. And so I do respect that. Real recognizes real, and that's why I fuck with you heavy. I don't have a lot of friends, purposefully. And so I am, again, shout out to all the mothers out there. Shout out to the single parents, to those in relationships, to whatever, raising seeds, raising your grandchildren. You know, keep at it. You know,
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful struggle. No, I should say it's a beautiful journey, not a struggle. It doesn't have to be a struggle. And what is your take on parents that use their kids as an example that they can't make their dreams come true?
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Period.
Because the fact is, one of the main things I believe you're teaching your kids when you're raising your kids is that they can do whatever they fucking put their minds together to do it. Yes. And even if, because with my shit, I hope my kids are looking at it like, okay, it hasn't taken off, but she clearly hasn't given up on herself. She clearly is still going and clearly is happy with whatever little accolades she gains, which is true. Because anytime somebody sends me an email or just hits me up and be like, yo, I read some shit that you what? You know what I'm saying? Little blogs I write, you know what I mean? I love them because motherfuckers will just read them and give me whatever they want. You You know what I'm saying? Like the you know what I'm saying? I mean, one time I actually got a $50 tip.
That's what's up. Shout out to that big tipper. Shout out to you. That's what's
So
up.
I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? It's like I'm just writing little blogs, 600 words, 8 to 800 words the most. 1,000 I might go up to, and literally, you know what I'm saying? And whoever want to read them can just feel free to give me whatever they want. You know what I'm saying?
I love
and
that.
I like that.
You know what I love about?
Even though it's not a lot of money, it's still the fact is
grateful.
It's still I'm grateful for whatever.
And
you know what I mean?
she's
And I want them to
passionate
recognize that. I want them to see that and be like, even if I put some shit out there creatively and only one or two motherfuckers fuck with me, I'm still grateful for the one or two motherfuckers that's fucking.
I love that. That's
Definitely. You can't blame them for not. No, that's you being fucking lazy and deciding that you gonna give up because unless your fucking dream is absolutely ridiculous, like being an astronaut or some dumb shit like that, then I can see it. But if it's something feasible that you can do on the side and you already have given your children the tools that they can handle their situation, you know what I mean? You can do it all. The fact is, you can do it all, and I have been doing it all, literally.
Exactly. And that's the point. Like, I personally know someone who blames, or actually know a few people that blame their children. It's not a judgment call; it's a observation. And I can't respect anyone who says that shit because a motherfucker is doing it, And that's exactly what my sister is saying, like just point blank, right? So I was thinking about this. And I had begun, like, before I even started to venture into it, I think I was still like passionate about my my nonprofit. I had told myself, I was like, okay, now that I got all my kids, this has to be my work, right? I was talking myself in this, and I think it was my subconscious and my conditioning and upbringing, like your kids have to come first no matter what. And it's like, well, of course, she said that. That's true. She's right. And that thought is right. But at the same time, I think I was limiting myself because if I was just at home, let's say just being there, just existing with them, whatever that entails, it would serve them so much so much. It wouldn't serve my children as richly as me utilizing my talents. And my talents come from my passions, my endeavors, and things that I pursue that make me who I am with or without anybody else. And I think that's like, who am I as a person? And so I just love that you said that, Queen. And I feel very much the same way. I think that if you're trying to tell yourself or trying to use your kids as an excuse, particularly your kids as an excuse, because any motherfuckers could use anything as an excuse. So motherfuckers can use anything as an excuse. But if you use your kids specifically, I just think you're lying to yourself. Point
Definitely
blank.
are.
And what better way than to teach than to show?
Word.
And we don't know all the answers, but we know that we're pursuing our dreams and nothing's going to stop us, not even our children, not even in ourselves.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's how you teach them to keep going, because then if they see you give up, then they could easily give up in front of you, because
why would they even try? I mean? Why try?
No, that's the main thing you got to show them is that every day of your life is about learning and advancing. You know what I'm saying? Learning and advancing, and
choose your authentic self.
And especially if you make time to go to the 9 to 5, and you know what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Okay, so one more thing that I like about my mother is that she don't be like trying to force you to like be something. You know how some parents be like, oh, you gotta be this, or you gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. Like she just be with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I just be like, I'm finna do cheerleader. She like, okay. I'm like, I'm gonna dance. She like, okay. I be like, all right, I quit. She like, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could be like, look, I signed up to jump out of a plane. She'd be like, all right, be careful, but okay. You know what I'm saying? She just be with the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, y'all parents trying to tell you what to do, so like that, and then be like, I'm gonna do what I want to do because I'm grown. Period.
Well, that's the point of the matter.
Well,
like, when
yeah,
you're not
because
in your presence, they're gonna do what they're gonna do.
Because at the end of the day, I can't run your mind. I can't run run your mind. I can't run your world. You know what I'm saying? And you, in literally, when I went to college, because one of the things I told her before she left high school was just like, yo, when you go to college because you want to go. Don't go to college because you think I need you to go. Yeah. Or that, you know what I'm saying,
like,
that I need
don't
you.
think that you need to go to college.
You know what I'm saying? No, like this is, because when I went, I literally went to just to get away from my mother, just to call myself having some sort of independence, calling myself trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to be, you know, have freedom of my own thoughts, my own movements, my own everything. You know what I mean? And literally, when I got there, I was like, oh shit, I actually gotta fucking study and go to classes and try to get good grades and shit.
You know, but it's like growing up, I wasn't like forced to like
I ain't
have
do none of this fuck shit in high school. I skated in high school.
Like she never forced me to be like, oh, Africa, you need to be on like this. I didn't give a fuck about college. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want her. You know what I'm saying, to go to thinking that, oh, I need you to go there because to base her value. No. Once you get out of high school, if you want to get a job or if you want to start working in a certain career in order to learn, or if you want to go to college in order to learn a certain career, do that. But just do it because you want to. Because on some real shit, college, to this day, I still owe fucking school loans because of that shit. And it's like, I was there for, I'm owing money for shit that I didn't even want to be at. Like, I had no interest in college at all. I was just there because I wanted freedom. And even as a kid, it wasn't even on some like, oh, Africa, you need to go be on track or you need to do cheerleading or anything like that. It was like literally like, do you want to do it? Yes or no?
Do you do what the
fuck? And if I say yes, then she'd be like, all right, sign up. If it's a no, then she'd be like, all right, go to the next thing. Like,
no, because
go sit down.
I want your mind. I want you to follow your thoughts, to have your, you know what I'm saying? Make your decisions when it comes to certain shit like that. And if honestly, if I was given that advice from my mother, I wouldn't have even went to college. I would have been like, nah, I'm good. Let me just move out, or let me live here with a little bit of freedom. But then again, Maritza wouldn't have had that. Maritza wouldn't have did that, so I would have had to move out. But still, you know what I'm saying? Because Maritza, to this day, you cannot have freedom in her house. So, and I
I can. She's chilled out with her grandchildren. Okay?
Oh well, she's chilled out with the grandchildren, but I don't know about me, and I haven't been in that house.
I told her to have a party in that house. She was like, okay, she's like, you can have a party. I'm just gonna sit in the front. I was like, okay.
Oh, I don't know if I would get that privilege. I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? But again, my point is that if I would have been given that advice, I would have never went to college. I would have never fucking went.
I told my grandma.
So one of the things I wanted to do when I had Africa, I was telling myself as she was a baby that I was going to let her be when it comes to certain things. When it comes to her creative side, let her fucking be. And when she got out of high school, I already told myself that, yo, listen, if you don't want to go, girl, if you have no interest in being in a fucking institution where you really have to study, where you really have to, where the professors don't give two fucks, they just teach and just walk away.
Pretty much.
If you don't want to do none of that fuck shit, please don't do it. Don't do it. Just do whatever fits you. I'm gonna go with whatever fits you.
And that's why I did.
And
track,
I love
that. I did
cheerleading.
I did chess club. I did all types of shit.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, because she wanted to. It wasn't nothing that I said that you have to do. Like, nah, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. I didn't get that choice. I didn't get that choice when I was younger. So I literally told myself when I had her that I was going to give her that choice. Like.
And I was very grateful for that because even in cheerleading, when I was in elementary school, there was like a couple girls who were like, I don't even want to be on the cheer team. My mother's making me be on the cheer team, and I'm like, well, I'm here because I want to. So I didn't have time for that. No, it's like whatever you want to do.
By the way,
literally, they were miserable. They were literally miserable. We're like 8, 9, 10-year-olds miserable because they don't want to be there, and their mama is forcing them to be there. Because, you know, cheerleading was a family thing.
My thing with her extracurricular activities was, Is it gonna cost me any money?
True.
No. I'm getting that.
I'm like, nah, it's free. Like, all right, go. I'd be like, all I need you to do is sign this.
Okay, cool. Well, okay, cool.
And that empowers. I think that what you're doing is empowering your child. You're empowering your child, and you're giving them the freedom of having a thought for themselves
and developing their creative side. Because one thing, I developed my creative side on my own. I gave them the tools to develop whatever if you want to sing, dance, whatever you want to do, develop. Go ahead. Be fucking free.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? And literally, and the same advice I gave Africa is the same advice I'm gonna give my other two. Like when you get to once you graduate high school, because you definitely motherfucker, you definitely got to high school. I don't know. I'm not talking that GED fuck shit. No, graduate. We must have graduation. Yes. Okay. We must have graduation. Yes. But after that, if you don't want to go to college, you don't have to. You don't have to go, because on some real shit, college is not high school. It's not, and that's what I realized too. That college is the teachers just go and say fuck you, and literally, and that's it.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody, and I didn't give a fuck. I was just there because I wanted to party be able to leave. I wanted to party and do whatever the fuck I wanted to when the fuck I wanted to. And so therefore I fucking, you know what I'm saying, gained a fucking expense for shit that I didn't even want. So literally, I as far as I'm concerned, I did my child a service. Like first and foremost, listen, don't go to this place and think that no, it's a different school. It's college is grown shit. And if you don't want to do it, if you don't feel like you need it, don't do it. And literally, she's been and she lives her life how she wants to. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fine with that.
She isn't hurting
I'm fucking
anybody.
fine with that. You know what I'm saying? She ain't stressed up and thinking that I'm beating her head to go to go get some kind of master's, bachelor, whatever. No, child, you don't need none of those. You graduated high school. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. And whatever you did in high school as extracurricular, it was just like how she said it. She came to me. She's like, I want to do this. Okay. How much I got? Nothing? Cool. Go. What, I got to show up for some shit? Okay, go. Well, all right, cool. That's it. Because she did have like dance recitals and shit like that, and I went to and all of that, and I'll be right there like you. Yeah, I'm there. What time is it? Okay, cool. Yeah,
that's
taking pictures and everything.
That's all kids really need, though.
You know what I'm saying?
To feel heard.
I was never that child who like got mad at my mother if she didn't show up because I knew she had to work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but for the most part, I did show up.
For the most part, she would show up. But like the 1-2 times that she probably did show up, I was never mad. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, she at work, she doing her thing. Or,
that's good mental health. Is what that is.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, of course, some of these things would happen during school hours. You know what I mean? Working hours, and it's like if I can't get out of work, it's like
she knows.
You know what I mean? But for the most part, I would show up for a lot of her shit, a lot of the shit, all the graduations. I was at all the graduations. I damn sure was at all the motherfucking graduations. So you know what I mean? So you know what I mean? And one thing, and that's the main thing I'm gonna pass on with the other two: be free. I mean, whatever you want to do, be free. And after you get out of high school, be free. I mean, I know my king, he probably, you know what I'm saying, when he sees this, he's going to be like, no, I want her to go to college. You know, and I hear him. But at the same time, when she reaches that age, he is going to have to recognize that at 18, she lives on her own. That's her, she's a grown woman, and we would have to accept her decision. You know what I mean? We would have to accept her decision. And my whole thing is, don't make her go to something that she's not going to fucking, that she's going to be fucking miserable at. Because I was fucking miserable. I didn't want to fucking be there. I was only there to party. And when I wasn't partying, I was miserable.
Or you could have done that without the girl.
I could have not went at all, really. Because honestly, the way my shit set up, I should have school anything with educational buildings. I should have stopped after high school, like done, like that's it. Because I literally went. I was in college. I went to upstate New York college, and literally the first thing that pissed me off was like, oh shit, it's fucking 18. What? I think it was like 1,800 students and maybe like 400 black people. So immediately I was like, oh hell no, I left Brooklyn for this. What? I left Brooklyn for this. You know what I'm saying?
They're like, where's all my people at? I mean, hey, that was an experience. I mean, I could totally. I'm kind of on the flip side of that whole experience. That my parents were very possessive of me. They were very protective and possessive. I couldn't even really kick it with my brothers and sisters, you know. Also, they had this expectation of me, which it took me as a long time to get over that fact. You know what I mean? It's very difficult when you want to be a good child to your parents, and I was ultimately a good kid. I just think they put too much pressure on me too young, and it was too irrational and it was unrealistic. So, for example, I got caught masturbating a lot because I was naturally sexually.
Word?
Mm-hmm. I got masturbated. One time, my dad walked in on me. I think I was like, how old was I? I want to say I was like 9. I must have been 9 years old, and I was touching myself. And one other thing that I don't really talk about, but hey, I'm very open, and this platform is to be open, right? So, my parents, like I said in another conversation, they're each other's third situations or marriages, right? So I have like half brothers and sisters. For the sake of saying half brothers and sisters, but I don't. It's just the literal term,
right?
But yeah, those are my brothers and sisters.
Correct.
But I was the only child living in the house until my little brother came along, who they adopted, right, from another family member, and then he was living with us, and then he wasn't. So I was mainly the only child. So I would hear mom and dad like having sex almost every night. You know, they were each other's loves of their lives, so of course they're gonna make love and all that. But did your daughter have to hear it? You know, and I told my mom this. I came out and I was like, Mom, this really fucked me up for a long time. And I'm gonna tell you how it fucked me up. So I'm like, I hear my parents going on, and it's almost like painful. Like it's the most excruciating thing.
I can imagine, yo, like, damn.
And you're just like, shut the fuck up.
Word.
Like, you know what I mean? Really. Like,
word.
It was very, at first, you know, you don't really know what it is. It's no big deal. You sleep anyways, and, you know, you fall asleep anyways. And eventually what happens when you can't sleep and you can't talk to them because they're very, let's say that they're just not open. Like you don't talk about sex or anything with their kids. Like, but
you making that type of noise at night.
You
what
know,
kind of fuckery?
And you don't have the decency to close your fucking door. But because it's just two adults and mind you, I don't have the privilege of closing my door. I could never close my door when I was young, having my own. It was a big no-no. Because then again, it was like, what could you be doing? How about just being in my own space? Shit. Like, you guys are exhausting. And it's like I couldn't go outside. So it's like, I kid you not, my brother and sister will tell you. They would be like, Mom, why can't she come outside? They lived in a whole other household. They wanted to kick it with me. I couldn't kick it with them. It got to the point where I was sneaking out, okay? I was like about, as soon as I could, I just wanted to suck a dick. Because not only, and I was actually getting to the point where I was masturbating. Because I was so aroused by the noise that I would fucking touch myself. How sick is that? Okay. Talk about some therapy. That's called self-therapy, right? To realize all this later as an adult. So this fucked me up. It fucked me up in this way that it wasn't sacred. Sex wasn't sacred at all.
Right.
I was giving, as soon as I could, I started fucking. And I started doing things that I shouldn't have. Okay? And even into my adulthood, I was losing myself because I had no self-worth. And then I eventually got involved with a woman, and I was married to this woman for 4 years. And I look at it as a marriage. Why? Because we was like splitting bills, talking about our futures, trying to build. We got some puppies. You know, those were our kids. You feel me? It was a whole life. I've lived several lives, as you have too, as you have too, kings and queens. You know, and so I'm like in this relationship with this woman, lying to my mom the whole time, right? Like because she's just a friend. You know what I mean? And because of my mom, I'm playing on my mom's ignorance. Because of course, like as long as it's a girl, like you know what I mean? Like who is she to question? But it's like, dang, you guys are with each other a lot. Or dang, you guys are fighting like you're a couple. Like dang, like when does she ever go home? Doesn't she have her own family? You know what I mean? These are questions I was getting from my mom. And I was like playing, like that's why when people meet me now, you would never think that I was living lies upon lies. Because today, Drew is open as fuck. Okay, you ask me a question without a doubt. What today, my conversations with my mom are totally different. But I wasted a lot of time, and I went through a lot of traumatic experiences. Whatever, you know, we turn that pain into power. But shit, I don't want my girls to have to go with unnecessary trauma.
No.
You know what I mean? I don't want them to have to feel that they're unattractive because that's what their mama is telling them. My mom told me for years that I was ugly. She told me for years that I was fat. And I know that she was lying, and I just know that she thought that of herself. She thought she was. And so, but would she ever hear me utter those words? Hell no, because I don't think that. You know what I mean? And I don't know. So I just started talking to my mom again. We go through spurts where I fuck with her and I don't. And that's to protect my energy because dude, she's judgmental. She will, but she does call me out on my bullshit. But now when there's no bullshit to call out, because I'm calling my own bullshit out, and I'm saying, Mom, come on, let's have a real conversation. So we had like our spurts of good conversation. Like she called because right now she has, let's be real, she got black babies, so she's affected by this whole movement. Great. So can we talk about other things? No. Okay, I guess we're not as conscious as we thought. All right, I'll meet you where you're at, Ma. How much can I send you? What can I do? And I don't mean to be disrespectful. I love Tolua. I'm gonna say her name. We're hearing about Marissa.
Oh,
I love you, Tolua. You know what I mean? You're amazing, and you are funny and everything. You're great. But we come a long ways, and there's ways that I refuse to pass on to my daughters. And there's things that I could be better at, you know, like when I get mad, I get crazy. I turn into the Incredible Hulk. But it's like, hey, you do your part, and we don't have to turn into the Incredible Hulk. How about that?
How about that?
I just, I don't know, Queen. I think we had a really great show. Shout out to Zoe and Africa for coming through.
Absolutely.
And I love you so much.
I love you too, honey.
And shout out to all of those that support us and that are there for us and that help us along this journey and help us find our truth. And it feels so good living truth. It feels good just being truth because I can't, like, for the sake of my children, I have to protect my energy. I need to protect my heart. I have to protect my mind, you know, from vampires. And I don't even, I'm not going to go into detail on that, but there are energy sucking vampires in the world. It can come in any form. And the ones that don't be afraid to cut the cancer, yo. What? That's what I call it. Cut the fucking cancer. And hey, blood relation or not, dude, if you're not acting right, yo, you can't come to the table, man.
Yep.
Exactly. But for those that are at the table with us and that have helped us and have helped our children, we love you so much.
Indeed.
Keep helping us, okay?
Word.
Hit that Cash App. We want to keep doing this.
Oh.
MSM.
podcast.
I think I have like
yes.
lip gloss on right here. It's looking weird. All right, y'all. We love you. Motherhood.
The building. Yeah.
Peace, y'all.
Yeah.